Thanks for listening to the Top 5. We would love to hear on how we can improve the show and any suggestions on future topics. You can find us on our website at thetop5podcast.com, email us at thetop5podcast@gmail.com. We are also on Twitter at thetop5cast, and we are on Facebook as Top5 Frank. Lastly, we are on Patreon under the Top 5 Podcast. Thank you again for joining us. Hey all, welcome to Top 5. Today our topic is Top 5 Disney Princesses. Oh snap. Alright, I'm Frank. I'm going to be the judge for this one, and we got...
Jonathan, how's it going now?
And...
Tagura.
And...
Susie.
And...
Squeaks.
And Squeaks. Squeaks just came back from Disneyland, so he's been doing some undercover reporting on this topic. Checked out the Pixar Pier.
Yes,
he said it's pretty
very
cool.
Awesome. Way better than what it used to be.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm the judge on this one, and is there anything else we need to make sure we get out of the way on this?
We're still kind of tweaking our format, so bear with us.
Yeah, but I think this is going to be the one we're going to use from here on out. But what we're going to do is each of you guys are going to name off your fives in no particular order, and then you'll be all given 2 minutes to defend your number ones, and then twos and threes and fours, and we'll go that way.
Yeah.
I think that's our best way to do it. We'll create our top 5 overall list.
I like it.
And if you guys don't name some of the ones I'm thinking of, I will be upset. And I'll mention it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with Jonathan. Name them all.
Bam. I got Mulan, Jasmine from Aladdin, Merida from Brave, Vanellope Von Sweet, Princess Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph,
Nice.
and Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, real quick before Daniel goes. The definition of a Disney princess is flexible.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
what Disney considers a princess, although maybe their title would not necessarily be princess.
Yeah. And even then, Disney actually has some pretty strict standards for what they consider a princess, but they market a lot of non-princesses.
Right. And then we're going to take Princess Shuri out because technically she's a Marvel princess and that's owned by Disney, so it's kind of fits in there. Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Yeah. Who is my favorite princess.
Okay. She's pretty cool.
She's awesome. Anyway, so Daniel, go ahead and shoot him out.
Ariel, Mulan, Merida, Elsa, and Kida? Kida?
Yeah, Princess Kida from Atlantis.
Yeah.
The second, what was your fourth one?
Elsa?
You said?
Fourth one?
Oh, it was Elsa.
Elsa.
From Frozen. Okay, cool. That's a good choice. All right, what do we got, Susan?
All right. So we're starting from first.
Whatever
right?
order, doesn't matter.
Okay.
You could do.
So I have Pocahontas, Princess Jasmine, Moana,
Wildcat appears.
Merida, and Mulan.
And Mulan. And then Blackie's got some opinions. Little cat is not the right term for her. That 400-pound cat. Oh, she's all wet too. All right, Squeaks, shout it out.
All right, I have Belle, Merida, Rapunzel,
Nice.
Ariel, and Princess Tiana.
I like how it sounds like you guys have some like standard ones that are in there, but
Yeah,
there's a lot of
yeah.
really side ones that I like.
I think maybe I think there was one that we almost had Merida. No, except for
Yeah,
Susie,
and I would
but
not have her on my 5. That's
Yeah.
really interesting.
She's tough.
All right, so real quick, none of you guys have her on here, and that's injustice to her. So I'm just gonna say it. Nala from Lion King. So she should have been on all your lists.
I was looking at what Disney, I didn't get all the details, but what Disney qualifies as a princess, one of the key things is they have to be human.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And there's a lot of standards to actually qualify to be a Disney princess.
Yeah.
But I remember that was the first one I saw, and I was like, oh, son of a gun, that's interesting. So, I don't know. I might be wrong. There might be totally different standards.
No,
but
that's
what I
fair.
saw
We'll
online.
go with just being human because otherwise she needs to be on there.
Yeah.
And you could possibly go Eva from WALL-E. It could be a whole thing. Although that's not it.
I was gonna say, what?
Wait.
Stretching.
Could WALL-E have become king of Earth when he brought them back?
I don't know. He did kind of usher in a new
That makes her a
world.
queen, though. Disqualified. Okay, so Jonathan, you're going to go ahead and start off with your 2 minutes and defending whoever you want to be number 1. And start.
All right. So I think my number 1 would have to be Merida from Brave.
Okay.
She's tough. She doesn't take no BS. She grew up in a man's world, and she has to prove that she can hold her own, and that she doesn't have to live under their same expectations and standards of women. She doesn't have to just be the housewife or cook like her mom was and stuff like that.
They had set roles for them, and she didn't have to play it.
Yeah. God, 2 minutes is a long time to talk about Merida, though.
If you don't have to go the full 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not great for your argument, but
I'm pretty sure I don't have to argue. Everybody else seems to agree that Merida's
it's
pretty
funny.
awesome.
I don't care for
Not
her.
a number one though.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's let's see, of the 5 that I have.
Is it because she's a good role model, basically?
It's because she's a badass. Like she's tough. Like if you put the 5 I picked in a room together, she's gonna come out winning. Like if they fight, like she.
Whoa, why are you making these violent now?
Like, she could beat them all.
Damn.
I think I've seen
Her versus Mulan would be tough, but depends on the distance.
Oh, man.
I mean, we could do a versus, just putting Disney princesses against each other to see who's strongest. But
The Wreck-It Ralph commercial, it looks like Sleeping Beauty or Cinderella would win.
Oh man, yeah, cutthroat.
glass slipper.
Do you notice it? This is such a side thing, kind of, but in the Wreck-It Ralph, they've added ears to her, and then normally she doesn't have ears. On Cinderella, look at Cinderella, the original, she doesn't have ears.
Well, she has earrings. Oh no.
No, she has like a headband, and she does have earrings, but they're not. They're at the bottom of her
Actually,
headband, not actually in ears. It looks creepy once you realize that. They had it all over Twitter and stuff. Anyways, okay, so that's. Oh, you're looking at it right there.
Yeah.
No ears.
That's weird.
Yeah, no weird. All right, so
So Merida. from
there,
Brave.
solid choice.
Ears are overrated.
Yeah, they are. Who needs ears, right? Let's take these things off. All right, and Takuro, go.
All right, so my top one is Ariel from Little Mermaid.
Good choice. Good choice.
I can't disagree with it.
It's amazing, right?
What's your favorite part about her?
Well, she's fearless because she's under ocean. Gets to swim, gets to see swim with sharks and everything.
Yeah, that first scene where she's like trying to get something, whatever, and she's in that
she's finding
shipwreck.
her pretty much the shipwreck stuff. She likes to find human
Trinkets
and stuff like that. So and she's really brave because she had to face Ursula and she lost her voice. Remember, she had to get feet. She had to give up her voice and try to make the prince fall in love. So she took a risk.
He had to say her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She took a risk just to get up to land. So I just figured she's pretty much.
She's able to sing really well too. It's kind of cool that she has a talent that's actually
her
shown.
music was amazing.
A lot of times you get some of these,
soundtrack was
especially early
amazing.
on, the Disney princesses are just oh, they're cute. That's their main talent.
Yeah.
So she actually had a talent. She was brave. Yeah. One thing that bugs me is the whole point is that he had to say her name. We know she could write her name because she signed the contract with her name. Why did she not write her name the entire time she was there?
Didn't she have to? He had to kiss her.
Yeah, but
he
he
was
could
trying
have
to-
said hey, I'm under this fucking spell or whatever.
You're right. It was the kiss, wasn't it?
Yeah, because remember
right.
they're
Yeah. It's been a
they're in the
bit.
boat and then they're about to make out.
Yeah.
And then
And it had to be before the sun set
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
the third date, now I'm remembering Ursula Sandal. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Man, that's a good movie. I love that ride too at Disneyland.
Oh,
At the same time, how weak is a princess where you have to have a burly man come in and give you a kiss to save you
That
from this
is-
spell?
that's
That is
everything.
half of the Disney
Sleeping
princess.
Beauty.
Yeah, but you know who doesn't have that is
Snow
Merida
White.
from Brave. She actually has no princess
yeah,
come
she
save
does.
her. She's independent.
If it's based off the movies alone, Merida doesn't have a chance, but I can see what you're saying.
Who remembers
That's
her though? Honestly, from Brave, who remembers that?
She's actually one of my favorites.
That's a good argument for me because I'll think of I'll think of Ariel. Often I will never think of Merida.
Yeah, but think long range combat or hand to hand combat. I'm thinking.
Yeah, but
You keep
Merida's
wanting to
got
put these poor
range.
princesses in an arena.
Yeah.
I could bring one
What else
into
you got?
Mulan, and she's
Mulan.
got shit on
That's
her.
what I was trying to
So
say.
I'm
Mulan's
saying,
the hand to hand.
If you want to get hand
Merida's
on
the
hand,
range.
No,
then it's
Ariel
let's switch our
put her ass in
topic.
water.
Ariel
And you'll
can make the
fucking die
kingdom
because
better
you're not
than-
going to fight her in
Or
water.
Merida's gonna drag her to land, and she's gonna die and
We'll
suffocate
catch
on
her.
land.
We'll catch her.
Unless she has her
She's
magical
on that
legs, she doesn't
rock,
know how to
and she's
use
doing just fine when she's on the rock.
That water splash behind.
Never thought we'd have such a big competition between Ariel and Merida already. All right, Susan, let's go ahead and get your 2 minutes in. Go.
Okay, so my top pick is Pocahontas. She's just simply a badass. Although Pocahontas #1 was my favorite movie, I don't really care for the.
We don't count sequels.
Yeah.
The older ones.
And the Little Mermaid sequel was pretty good.
I haven't
And
watched
the
the
animated series.
Yeah.
Just,
Okay.
just
Yeah,
saying,
animated
does
series.
Brave have that?
You got
No,
it.
it doesn't. No, it
It does
doesn't.
have a very good animated series. You're
It
right.
does.
Yeah.
5 o'clock in the
He's
morning.
pushing it pretty good. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, even though Pocahontas didn't really chase after John Smith. John Smith was the one who was more curious about her. So it's not like she needed a man in her life because, she was a princess. She was the daughter of the chief.
And she tried to unite two people, too.
Yeah, and she was told that she was supposed to marry Kocoum, and she's like, no, I ain't doing that. I'm following my own path.
Did she try to unite two people or just save John Smith?
She tried to stop the war.
Yeah.
That's what, okay.
Because don't you remember, like, at the end of the first movie, like, her dad's, like, about to behead John Smith, and she's, like, she's running through the woods as the sun is, like, coming up.
Have you seen drawings of Pocahontas in real life? Like, what she would look like?
I
did, yeah.
Like, balding wrestler looking gal.
Really?
Yeah, she was,
Oh, like a real life Pocahontas?
Yeah, really.
Okay. I actually
Not
seen a
that-
different one. I've seen a hotter version.
That wasn't from history, Daniel. That was something else.
That's cosplay.
You should stop going to those websites.
2 weeks ago.
Everybody's Googling, like, hot Pocahontas. That's a rabbit hole you do not want to go down, guys.
Or the original Pocahontas. Probably shouldn't Google either of them.
I liked her a lot. She did talk to a tree, which was weird.
But a really good character.
I like the raccoon.
Love the raccoon.
The raccoon was awesome.
I think sidekicks. Oh man, that's a whole other top 5
Ooh,
best
top
Disney
5
sidekick
sidekicks.
characters.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
What was
Because
the
the
other
raccoon
Disney
follows
character
you
that was
behind
just
it.
like Grandmother Willow?
Yeah, it's just like Grandmother Willow.
Yeah, what about her?
In Pocahontas, though?
No, there's
Talk about the Ents from Lord of the Rings.
no, there's another Disney character. There was an old woman that was almost identical, like a splitting image of Grandmother Willow, but in a body.
Coco.
There's Moana
it?
too.
Oh, yeah.
No, Moana. Moana
yeah.
when she dies.
Grandma Coco looks like a grandmother
She
Willow.
dies.
I can't remember. There's one that's just like I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look it up and let you guys know next time.
I cried
Mama
2 times on that movie.
Mama Coco, you're right. Oh man, that's a good movie. I like watched that one day and then the next day watch it again.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
I actually
I mean,
never
you
seen
gotta-
that.
You never seen Coco?
Oh,
No.
Daniel.
The second time I still cried and I fucking knew what was going to happen.
Wow.
That last part when he's singing the song with the little guitar.
I was like, don't do it. You already know this is coming.
There's a James Cameron. I know that's not the right name. James Gordon that does the Late Late Show and he does that carpool karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
He just did the Paul McCartney one. Did you see that one?
No.
You gotta watch
It
that.
popped up on YouTube, but...
There's a part in it where it's like, oof, tearjerker.
Okay.
It's
All
so
right.
good.
All right.
That guy, he's taking over the world. He's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what do we got for your number 1?
All right. My number 1 is Princess Tiana. I feel like she, real quick, has shown that there is no fairy godmother to come and give her dreams, that she has to work hard to make her dreams come true with, like, physical work.
I need to know who Tiana is.
What movie is that?
I don't even remember which
Princess and the Frog?
That's
Oh.
right. That's
Oh,
right.
man.
I can't
Like if you
Oh,
want to own
man.
a restaurant someday, you really can.
Oh,
right?
God.
Not running.
But anyway, let me explain her to you then. Wants to work at a restaurant, be a successful restaurant, whatever, and works hard for it. But besides, like, you know, the fake fairy tale or fairy godmother and all that stuff, she picks up like double shifts to make her like dream come true, and then she gets like this area or this building or whatever and tries to transform it. She also how do I explain? Gets herself into the trouble also, so she has to come through. She turns into a frog, obviously, instead of like vice versa, like, oh, you know, the prince, whatever, turns into a prince, whatever that story is. And then she turns it, so she has to go through the trial and tribulations, and then building this relationship with this actual prince from, I don't know where, from like a different country or something.
Yeah, we did the song.
Whatever. So you kind of see two opposites attract, so that's always kind of fun to watch. But my big thing is that she's realistically working for her dream instead of something just happening in good luck.
I do like that.
Super educated when it comes to the business side of opening a business and whatnot. I do like how some of these women princesses nowadays they're showing that they can be stronger, which is totally awesome. But it also shows when she gets with the prince that a couple is more, I don't want to say it, but like dangerous or more like more effective. There you go. So later on when they get together because they start falling in love, whatnot,
right,
he's able to help her make her dreams come true, but she's the one that's making the business actually run and making it successful.
Okay.
So I feel like it's It's hard because you don't know the movie. I understand.
Damn it! I've seen it. No, I've seen it. It's got probably and someday it is in the list top 5 Disney villain theme songs, and it's 1 or 2 for me. Is that the villain song or like I Got Friends on the Other Side? You know that song? I love that song. It's actually in one of my Spotify playlists. And the music video is really good. Oh boy, that's a tough one, guys. I'm really trying to make sure that the movie itself isn't penetrating too hard.
Yeah.
And it's just based off of your guys' descriptions. Because it's so hard for Little Mermaid not to just take it home. Because I really like Little Mermaid.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I don't know. I don't want to keep it. No.
But honestly, I think Ariel over Murda, to me, she's very forgettable. Mm-hmm. You know? Pocahontas is strong, but I feel like she was just a passenger in all this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
Yes.
She did stop. She stopped. She was there for the pivotal moment. Mm-hmm. But I really feel like you could watch that movie and they could re-edit it to be John Smith's story. You know, and it's kind of...
But who would save John Smith?
You're right. Yeah, you're right there. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a story about John Smith falling in love with this Indian girl or Native American girl, and then she stops to save him and stuff like that, but then he's got to, like... I mean, I know history, how it actually happened, so kind of that's kind of influencing me too. And like the terrible stuff that came out right after that story. Like, I'm not even talking about Pocahontas too, I'm talking about Night of Real Life. And so...
But I mean, like, throughout the movie, like, she's learning, her and John Smith, they're both learning about, like, cross cultures, like, how they wanted gold, and she's like, totally, I'll show you the gold, and it's corn. Like... Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's just like a merging of just 2 different worlds, and Pocahontas is the one that is melting it together. You know what I mean?
And so much of it is about her, like, weighing the pros and cons and, like, how to make important decisions in life. Right?
Yeah.
And the sacrifices are cool, but Princess Tiana also, when she was falling in love with the prince, was even saying that we could just stay as frogs forever. So she...
they will be eaten.
So she's a quitter.
Especially where they live.
She's not really falling in love because she realized that he can't, like, they're struggling. Like, okay, well, we can't get what we want. But she's okay. Like, she'll give up everything to be a frog with him forever so they can live together. And
yeah, but I could say the same thing for Ariel. She's a princess under King Triton.
Right.
And why would you want to go up, you know, like, you're under the sea. Yeah. You have your dad, King Triton. Yeah. You're protected. Yeah. But she wanted to actually walk on water.
But she's leaving to marry.
Come on.
She's meeting.
Yeah, but she didn't know that though.
She's leaving to marry.
But technically, she didn't know that.
Okay, she's leaving to marry a prince that has it all anyway, like she already did under the sea.
So yeah, but the frog was a prince. Yeah. But the frog
but she wasn't falling in love with him. She's like, no, I don't care about you in human form and frog form, and then they built this relationship.
Wait, does she fall in love with the prince? So it's the same story. So you're telling me it's the same story. She falls in love with a prince. Your girl falls in love with a prince. No matter what, there's always a prince that they're gonna fall in love with.
Unless you like Merida, who is strong, independent woman, doesn't need a prince in her life. She'll go kick both fucking prince's ass any day.
So would you give up everything to be a frog? Okay, you can be stuck as a frog in love though, or just be like, oh, I'm a princess now on land.
Okay, let me clarify this up real quick. First off, Murda's out.
Oh, the strongest of them all.
Well, your one defense is let's get them into a cage match.
Yeah, I mean, if you put the princesses together, who's going to be the surviving princess? I mean, the one that knows how to use a bow and arrow.
Survivor. Princess Edition.
I mean, her versus Mulan will be intense.
Pocahontas would win that, by the way.
Not from... yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Just to say that.
And I just don't feel Tiana was done well enough.
Exactly.
All right.
I think they needed to flush her out more. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, it's between Pocahontas and Ariel.
Strong, independent woman who's married.
Here's my big thing. Here's what's winning it for me. Okay. Well, here's my big thing. I think Pocahontas and John Smith fell in love over time in the movie. Pocahontas and Ariel just saw Princess. I think it's. Why do I keep thinking Rick? Prince Rick.
Isn't it Eric?
Eric, I was close. Super close.
Rick for short, yeah. You got it.
But doesn't it feel like she saw Prince Eric and was just like, I'm in love?
Yeah, naive. Yeah.
Naive, because she's 16, I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'll stick for the... let me fight. But yeah, as soon as Pocahontas saw John, she was fascinated. As soon as Ariel saw Eric, she was fascinated.
Yeah, but one was in love and one was like, who is this person who looks so different than me?
Yeah, because he's like
she was
one
curious.
Ariel saw Eric and was like, what the fuck, this dude has legs.
So, okay.
Pocahontas was going to sell her soul to be with John Smith.
That's true.
I have to go, okay, so this is my thing.
Don't base on movie, you gotta base on argument.
I know, I am. And so I'm going Pocahontas because Ariel left her people to join Eric, and Pocahontas brought her people together.
That's true.
But wait, if you're going sequel too, doesn't
I'm
she?
not.
Yeah, but she leaves too, doesn't she?
Abandoning your people makes you a bad princess.
Yeah, but she did the same thing. She left in the second one, didn't she? And
we don't count sequels.
I don't care. It's still Pocahontas.
If honestly,
it's
like
still Pocahontas, and if you're going off Pocahontas, you're taking Ariel as all good Ariels. So when she has a kid, when she goes back to the sea,
the best version of Ariel 2 is the animated show.
Yeah, for sure.
Animated show, Ariel.
She has a kid?
Yeah.
Sequels, man.
She has a kid, and the kid wants to be under the sea.
Ooh.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
I own them all on Blu-ray. And it's like,
you know
no,
what?
I'll pick it up.
It wasn't like Pocahontas 2 that was crappy. It was actually a really good movie.
Yeah.
Pocahontas 2?
No, I'm talking about Little Mermaid 2.
Oh, okay.
It was amazing. I have it on DVD.
You know what? Hold on. You swayed me on one thing. The animated series.
Yeah, but you can't.
What?
The animated stuff is
So,
Frank.
Because there's more volume of media to watch, you like it, or because
in the animated
develops the
series, you
character
see
better?
Ariel do everything she can to bring goodness to people. She's constantly saving the day.
I don't know.
You gotta base off the argument.
Like a
I feel
little
like we're
kid.
adding
Well,
more
that's
to
true.
You're
Off the
adding more to
argument-
these arguments.
I know.
And
Well,
she's
and
just
if you're
like
going
a
off,
kid
like-
in a kingdom, but I mean, she doesn't. I don't know.
How does
She's
How does
immature.
Ariel help her kingdom? After
She
gets
doesn't
her
help the
legs?
kingdom in whole. She helps individual people. She eventually abandons them, but she does help individual people.
Yeah.
But she still keeps in touch and comes
But-
back because she's still with Flounder. She still talks to Flounder and
And-
Sebastian.
And
they follow her
the
Twitter.
bird. I love that bird.
Oh,
But what do you compare the humans and the... Or not the humans, I don't know what do you say. Both the Pocahontas and
English.
John Smith here people, the same as Ariel bringing her under the sea people with the human people?
She did not bring them together.
How not? Because now they're all like, oh, wow.
She's like,
you
I'm
know,
outie.
It's Romeo and Juliet, you know? Bang.
Yeah, but the difference is
She left instead of
She
making
left
one big
them.
family. She's like, you guys have fun under the water. I'm gonna go over here on land,
I'm
and
saying.
not make it. I mean, peacefully, but
okay. Yeah. Damn, we need to be faster than this, guys.
we said
I'm going Pocahontas, and it's super. So put her up for number 2 because I'm very much wanting her
she
to.
needs to be
Wow.
number one.
So I'm going to fight for Tiana like crazy then.
That's just crazy.
I know, and I never thought I'd say Pocahontas number 1, but okay. So for number 2, Jonathan, what do you got?
there's two really close that I would want to fight for number 2. I'm gonna say Mulan. She's a fighter. She's a good one. That's all I care about fighting. So Mulan is awesome because she risked her own life to defend her father, who was drafted to be in the war, and is too old to do it, or he could, but he would,
He
surely
was like
die.
injured or something.
Yeah, he's crippled. And so she volunteers as tribute. She goes there. Not only does she disguise herself and almost guaranteed to die. As soon as she leaves, her dad's thinking like, I could run over there and try to stop her, but as soon as they find out there's a woman in the camp, they're just going to behead her. So I can't stop her. If I stop her, I'm going to reveal who she is. She's going to die.
Right.
So either way, she's going. She stays disguised and tries to pretend she's a man in this camp and everything. In which she builds a lot of friendships and becomes like a role model or a example of a perfect soldier to all these men.
She's the Rudy of the camp.
Yeah, she's the only good one. I mean, there's the
Goes from
teacher.
bottom, now we're here.
Yeah, at first the instructor, whatever, is beating her, or general, whatever, is beating her down, like, oh my god, you're a piece of crap. And then, she develops and gets stronger and better skills and whatnot. And then she's leading the whole group. Then they find out what she is, and she gets abandoned because she saved the general. I can't remember his name. She saves him. So instead of executing her when they find out she's a woman, she is just
Abandoned in the snow,
yeah. And then she comes back to save not the entire army, but some of them.
The emperor.
A lot of them died. But yeah, eventually, she leads the army back to the palace to defend the emperor and save China. So
Even after she was abandoned by them.
and China's big. I don't know if you guys know geography, but it's kind of like the biggest,
I've seen a map a couple times.
Yeah, so any of your princesses to save as many people as Mulan, then totally you got it. But I'm
On
pretty
a
sure she
side
saved the
note,
most
on a-
we
people.
have
yeah, I got a side
0 listeners from China. But I do want to give props to, we have some listeners in Virginia that are super loyal to listen to all our shows, and Sweden. We got some Sweden fans that are
Swedish princess.
And they won today.
What's her name? The one with the long hair.
Ariel.
Ariel Swedish?
She's from that area.
Really?
The ship that they said because of Frozen, there's proof that it's got to be in that area.
Yeah,
because
you're gonna pick her as number one.
But she's Atlantic.
I honestly,
she's Atlantic.
I'm having a hard time with my choice at number one.
I'm
So we
bring
might
it
have
up.
to.
You know what?
I'm gonna bring it up. It's not over yet.
It is.
I honestly
Bill might
think
come back.
it might change. We'll see what your next argument is. If you got 2 more minutes about Ariel, you might sway me to switch her around.
All right.
Side note: Milan's not a princess till number 2. Fucking.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
how's she
right now we
as
bring
a
number
princess?
Guess we're counting sequels.
Now we're counting sequels.
yeah.
We are. We've already brought in sequels.
I brought sequels.
And we said from
Oh,
the beginning that it's going to be loosely princesses.
Yeah.
It's princesses.
I'm counting.
We didn't discuss about like one certain movie that were they're in.
Yeah.
It's like
And I think
animated
Mulan
series.
All exposure.
has earned it. All right. So what do we got for Ariel? 2 minutes. Go for it. Anything else you want to add?
I got no more.
TV show stuff you want to add?
I got Mulan for number 2.
Oh.
Oh, you're gonna go.
Fighting for Mulan for number 2.
You're not gonna put Ariel in? Okay.
Maybe we should all name our 2s before we say what we're fighting for. Well, yeah. You
No,
got
that's
it.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, I'll defend Mulan when
I
it
think
comes
it's fair.
to it.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Your turn.
Oh, my turn now.
Yeah.
Okay. Princess Jasmine.
I love Jasmine.
One of my favorite songs is in that movie. So Princess Jasmine, she's the only child of, oh my god, what's her dad's name?
The Sultan.
The Sultan. I don't know what his name is.
A little short guy.
Jimmy the Sultan. He's so cute.
That's what they call
Right?
him.
I don't know if they ever use his name.
And then there's Aladdin, who's like trying to make
Street rat.
right.
You're looking for
And
a come up.
Abu, right? Abu the monkey.
Yeah.
Abu, yeah. Abu.
Yeah.
Not from Simpsons.
You got a street rat trying to get into the Sultan's pants. That's what pretty much it is. Oh my bad. Go.
His fan fiction's not great.
Okay, so Aladdin's trying to make Princess Jasmine fall in love with him, but she's not an easy gal. Like, you need to win me over more than just, a big old elephant that the genie transformed.
Yeah.
She's
Like,
offered
needs more
many
magic.
princes.
Yeah.
She's offered many princes who have wealth and everything like that. The dad
Yeah.
wants her to get married to him. Jafar more than anybody else. And she's just like, nope. I need to choose my man.
Yeah.
And then let's just mention that her, little cat pet is, a tiger.
Yeah.
Raja.
Yeah, right.
Awesome. That's one of her highest points, I think. That's pretty good.
Yes. But yeah, no, she's definitely a strong, no, I'm not going to be married to whatever man you want me to be married because I'm actually going to fall in love with the person that I choose.
She's a good one. Me and Sarah started a book club and we're reading the book about.
Are you reading it?
So
Yeah.
true.
She wants to know if you're reading it.
I know, me and her testing. We're trying to figure out a time to meet up to talk about it. Because so far the beginning's been boring because it's basically a word for word copy of the movie. It just finally changed where Aladdin falls down back into the cave, but he doesn't have the lamp this time. So he's got.
What's the name of this book?
A Whole New World, and then the subtitles. Is easy to find. Whole New World. What if Aladdin didn't find the genie? And so it's all about Jafar has the genie right off the bat.
That's tight.
It's just now different than the movie, so the beginning's slow to read because you're just
first chapter or so.
No, I'm talking we're 6-7 chapters in, and it just now changed from the movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's been kind of a rough one.
Yeah. In case people haven't seen the movie, that kind of gets them in that world.
Oh yeah, if they haven't seen the movie, this book is amazing.
Yeah.
But all right.
Who hasn't?
I'll get Daniel to stick up for me this time. I'm going to Ariel for number 2. And besides being adventurous and the only one that really has hobbies of collecting stuff and whatever, she does get in trouble with Ursula. Yeah, okay, you can talk about how she goes back on her contract, but she owns up to it and has to save her dad for it. And so,
Also, do they have rules for minors entering into a contract? I'm just saying.
And she's 16.
It's Disney. It's magic.
In the extended
Anything
universe, Ursula is actually her aunt, so that's a whole other thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
I feel like she always wanted to go on land, but seeing Prince Eric was that final push. That extra step you do for love. Just saying.
That's naive to fall in love with.
That is the one big thing with Ariel that's really nerfing this whole thing for her. Is the fact that she sees him and is like, right away, I'm going to give it this guy.
No,
Yeah.
she actually
She's
doesn't.
fascinated, but that was that one thing.
That's
There's
a common
actually
thing with
because I
princesses,
actually
too.
watched. I still watch the movie. There's actually a scene that she goes before she even sees Prince Eric. She's somebody drops something.
Their statue.
Yeah, and she picks it up, and but she had seen them, so she didn't just fall in love with the first person she's seen.
Yeah.
pretty
No,
close.
the first time she sees him, though.
Oh, yeah, but man.
I mean, I understand it's love at first sight.
He's
Okay.
a good looking guy.
What's
fool.
his
John.
Hey, look, no judgments.
You know,
Prince Eric's
But he should be. He should be number. She should be. Number
But,
like
number
Rapunzel, the
2.
first man she ever saw, she fucking fell in love with.
you're fucking talking
Rapunzel.
about Rapunzel.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that.
She's terrible.
What was your number? Sorry. Jasmine.
Princess Jasmine.
So,
Jasmine's my number 2, yeah.
the big thing is she isn't afraid to stand up for her beliefs and wanted to change. So Prince Triton and the Sea, whatever, they live in this box and they don't want to live. They don't want to see outside of this box to new ideas and whatnot. So she's trying to bring these new ideas to them. It's kind of like talking to an old guy and he's stubborn on how things should be. But then
Yeah, but he has
as
a
time
legitimate reason. There's sharks. There's creatures on the sea that'll kill him. Like they're
crazy
princesses.
system.
They don't have like powers and stuff. So you could kind of see in a way why he's trying to protect them. I guess he's sheltering them, but
But I'm saying
it's
that,
like a dangerous world. That's why.
what Under the Sea is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, but she's saying that it doesn't have to be stuck in this belief that we could grow.
And a big reason he's sheltering them from the humans is because the humans, only time they interact with them is when they're fishing. They're just killing all of his people, his servants, or his subjects.
But that's cool, a pet tiger. But wouldn't you have your best friend be like a fish or a crab? Like,
Okay. Or Mulan having a pet dragon and a badass horse.
And the dragon
They do have
is
one of the
voiced
best
by Eddie
songs.
Murphy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Now it is. I'll do the pumpkin.
That is an amazing movie, though.
It is.
I was having
Especially
a very
like
good
when
time.
you're driving and you want to listen to some tunes, you're gonna play that
All
song.
right, so
but
this is
she
what I gotta
does-
do,
Hey,
guys.
but Ariel saves Prince Eric though. So
You know what,
she's
guys?
also, like,
I have to do
semi-hero.
this. I'm sorry. It's
Semi.
bugging me so hard.
What's that?
I gotta put Ariel at number 1.
What?
I have to.
Ouch. We're knocking her down about how terrible she is.
No, but I'm saving her.
don't know.
I'm saving her.
Yeah, the
She's
whole
a hero at the
protecting-
end of
Why?
it. She's a hero at the end of it.
But we're going. How are we gonna? Are we going based off
No.
of like the series? Like just because Pocahontas doesn't
Yeah,
have
no,
like
we're
its own
going.
TV show.
I was told Disney princesses, so it's pretty much about the princesses. It's not about each.
Well, you go
movie.
with all that's in their canon, and her adventures in the TV show are in her canon.
How does Ariel better Prince Eric?
And how
How's
is
what?
she,
What?
How does Ariel make Prince Eric a better person?
or her kingdom? How does she act as a better princess in her kingdom as her role as a princess?
Wow.
Than
That was
Pocahontas?
such a good way to say that, because maybe Prince Eric is probably the best prince. If we were to go top 5 Disney princes, he's probably number 1.
They're all kind of
Right, they're all mediocre because, Aladdin, if you consider him a prince, would be number 1. Then Prince Eric's pretty close.
Prince Ali, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bot title though.
No,
at the time.
Aladdin or Ali now?
Okay, you're right because he okay, so then I'm going to put Ariel at number 2.
Yeah, but
Mulan is very good.
If you're because she's just pretty much talking shit because
This is.
Right.
she left the kingdom, whatever. Anyways,
Traitor.
and number
Yeah.
2, she does the same thing. She does the same thing.
I haven't seen number 2, so
Pocahontas does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
where'd she go?
But that's movie
Brandon
number 2.
or
We don't
whatever,
talk
I don't
about
know.
the series.
We do.
right?
We talk about the movie, the sequels.
I'm with you
It's
on that
everything with a Disney stamp on it and the name. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that Disney has made for that character is canon.
But she had the opportunity to leave in the first movie when John
that's
Smith got her, right? They had put him
She
on the
didn't
boat.
abandon people. She mended the
and
fences.
she ran
brought
up to
her-
that top of the mountain and watched that boat sail and said bye to him.
Yeah,
Right. So here's my thing.
She
All right,
fixed the
let's
problem, and
let's
then-
go ahead and get this done. I'm gonna keep Pocahontas number 1, but Ariel's gonna be number 2 because of what Squeaks was saying about how, because I never really thought about how their only interaction with humans, and then we just were talking about how like Trident was trying to protect them from how dangerous things are in the ocean. There's the sharks and
This is
whatnot.
one-sided
And then the
war.
only time that Trident does see humans is when they're fishing, so that's terrible. So then there is a lot of bravery on her part because all she's hearing is the bad, so she breaks through that. And then Trident sees that the humans are better people and stuff like that. She's lived with them for 3 days. I can see that now. Okay, I'm starting to kind of warm up to that idea. I'm putting it at number 2.
That's complicated.
It is complicated,
Were you
but
putting Ariel as number 2?
and a Pocahontas number 1.
Wait, no, fool.
And then
No.
you don't think Ariel's better than Mulan?
No, actually, no. I think Ariel should be number 1.
I know that's a tough
You don't-
one.
so
It
you
is
do think she's
super
better
tough.
than Mulan?
So then
She's
just
number
based
one.
off of number 2, Ariel or Mulan? Alpha R.
Number
arguments.
2?
Alpha R arguments.
I would put Mulan, honestly.
So you're saying
Well,
Mulan?
you're saying that Ariel needs to be number 1, so you obviously think Ariel is better than Mulan.
Yeah, but in number 2 category, my number 2
No,
category,
No,
I
you
think
can
Mulan.
bring it up at ones now. All right, so let's go with number 3. John, go ahead and shoot your number 3 out.
All right, so my number 3, I'm still fight for Mulan. Of mine, I think she's got the most back in her. Not only, like I said, she's willing to sacrifice her life to defend her family and her nation, but I'm always like, who's the toughest physical hand-to-hand and whatnot. She can fight with a sword. She was willing to protect herself with just a hair pick. I think did she fight with a hair pick? And she's good with a bow and arrow.
You talking about the fans? Those little...
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
The fans. So she's a badass. She could use a variety of weapons. Not like Merida, who's really just the bow and arrow, I believe.
Merida, yeah, to me, she's pretty far down the list.
She's cool. I think
she's the best role model.
Yeah.
But she's not a person you care about as much.
In combat, I would probably choose either her
Yes,
or
in your
Mulan.
death match of princesses.
Yeah.
All right, Daniel, you going for Mulan on this one too?
Yeah.
I'm feeling strong on the Mulan.
She's also a good leader.
Yeah,
She leads their little band of misfits. So.
Yeah.
And what are you thinking? You thinking Jasmine? Or are you starting to switch to anybody else?
You know what? My top favorite, like my 2 favorite princesses is Pocahontas and Mulan. So I think I'm just gonna have to
Jump on the bandwagon.
Gonna go on the Mulan.
You know what? You know why? Because what was it? The 3 guys, the 3
their little
friends
group.
or whatever. I forget their names.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the story, or the movie, they dress up like women, and that's how they help defeat
true.
the Huns.
Yeah,
it's
like sneak in undercover.
you're talking.
Oh my god, that just hit me
that.
that she pretended to be a man to get into the army and they pretended to be women to
Yes.
Wow, that just hit me.
Yeah.
All to save China.
How many times have I seen that movie and I never really realized
the
reverse of that?
Yeah.
Gender role swap.
Alright, what do you got?
Yeah, I was gonna throw someone out there, but it's not an argument, so I'll just do Mulan. I don't have her on my top, but I mean,
guys, I'm very happy with our top 5. These are some strong princesses here. Yeah. I'm really happy with these choices.
For sure.
John, what do you got for number 4?
I could defend her. I'm thinking like I don't know how well I go defend some of these, but Belle from Beauty and the Beast, she's pretty awesome because she is one of the few princesses that doesn't want a prince, isn't out seeking a man, doesn't fall in love at first sight like most of them.
Sacrifices herself for her dad. Yeah.
She is intelligent. She likes to read and study and is fine just being independent on her own, doesn't rely on anybody else necessarily. Instead of falling head over heels for the tough jock who's super obnoxious, she gets to know Beast and falls in love with the kind-hearted, ugly beast that he is. And she was not born into royalty like most of the princesses, or some of the princesses. She married Beast to become a princess, so.
She truly, we have proof in that movie that she fell in love with him prior to anything else. So their relationship is fully based on love, not on anything else. So
can I go after John?
Go.
You wanted to?
Yeah.
All right.
That's the same thing as I was saying about Princess Tiana. This whole time
nobody
that
knows
she
Tiana.
hated this mother effing dude, this prince, and then in frog form and in human form, he was lazy as shit, and she showed like the hardworking ways to make him that way.
I just do not care for
That's
So the movie sucks, so your princess.
That movie's
sorry.
amazing.
Look,
oh my god!
like I said, one of the best villains.
You know why it's underrated? Because it ended up being an actual art cartoon in a time where we were switching over this computer stuff.
You know what? I wonder if that affected how well it did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if it came out 10 years earlier, would it be like totally huge?
Wow, that's a good point.
No. So,
Still not helping her, but it's a
no, I'm still not. Whatever. I'll go Rapunzel. Fuck it.
You're going Rapunzel?
Oh God, Rapunzel. She fell in love with literally the first man she had ever seen in her life.
Because she's been
Literally.
caged. She's like, what is this man?
What?
Yeah.
What is this white man?
Hold on. Rapunzel Entangled is
stolen from day one.
Yeah, and she. I really like that movie a lot.
I remember tears.
And the guy she falls in love with is like just a dork.
Yeah.
And she has access to all those men that are in that tavern at one point where they're all singing a song about follow your dreams.
Yeah, she fell in love with him when she first
She
seen
could have
him.
fallen in love with any of those men.
Yeah.
But no, she's...
But
you
did
know,
she really
so it's
fall in
not
love
like
right
falling
away?
in love with the first man. She was not in love with him at the time. So
They
she
built
had
that
access to men.
relationship.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like Princess Tiana, they built a relationship. But whatever, you know?
And that's another good villain. We really should do villains because that's another good villain is her mom well, she thinks it's her mom, but she's batshit crazy.
Yeah.
And that's another good villain song.
Yeah.
Okay. Rapunzel.
Yeah, I go Rapunzel. I think.
maybe our listeners can suggest their top Disney villains, and we debate theirs to make a top.
That's
5.
not a bad idea. We'll shout that out at the end too.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Well, or they could list their princesses, and they probably pick Princess Tiana as number 1. Just saying.
All right, go for it.
Nobody's gonna what? Keto from Atlantis.
All right.
And nobody knows Princess
Is that
Tiana.
Ariel from Atlantis?
I think I've seen that movie like once.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's funny that you say that because doesn't Trident own all 7 seas?
That's true. So who's the real princess?
I would like to see a war.
Ooh, I like it. Oh
Nice.
man, it just clicked in my head. I was like, oh shit.
King Triton versus the city of Atlantis.
I haven't seen Atlantis. Is it actually just called Atlantis, or is it? It's Atlantis and
Atlantis,
there's a storyline.
Lost
City
or something like that.
But then there's
That's a
number
good
2.
movie.
And then
It's
they made
great.
a number 2.
Yeah.
It's got a really good cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one to reboot.
All right, Susan, what do we got?
Moana. Now, I mean, I know it's like a newer like Disney movie, so there's like more people are more aware of, you know, what she's done.
Yeah.
But the fact with what's the demigod's name?
Maui.
Yeah.
Maui.
Rock.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
In the whole movie, you know, typically in Disney princess movies, the girl is the one, the girl depends of the guy.
Yeah.
And in this movie, they both kind of depend on each other.
That's true.
You know, Maui
Maui
doesn't really believe in his powers. He doesn't think he can, like, you know, transform into whatever creature and whatnot. And at the same time, Moana doesn't feel like...
And he relies too much on his power, actually. It seems like there was points where, because he couldn't use his power, he didn't know how to survive.
Yeah.
She had the skills of just being human to, you know...
Yeah.
To
She brought back a lot of her people's culture, too.
Yeah.
And she brought that back to her. She defied her family and her culture, and then she brought back the original culture with the sailing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I mean, just the fact that, like, Hey-Hey's, like, my favorite Disney sidekick.
He's hilarious. It's another one. Disney sidekicks.
Hey, but
I'm writing down Princess Disney sidekicks.
He played a big part in that movie because he's the one who got the coin. Hey.
Oh, the Heart of the Sea?
Yeah, the little
He
green coin thing.
Yeah.
And she fought the big crab, which was he a demigod? He seemed like he was. He was at least a monster.
Shiny one. What's his name?
Tamatoa? Or
Yeah, Tamatoa.
He's voiced by the guy from Men in Black 3.
That was a really good song. Soundtrack's
Yeah,
amazing.
and then at the end where, you know, she's fighting like the big old lava lady.
Yeah.
And then she starts singing, and then it just...
She's the one that realized that that's actually...
Yeah, the island.
The island.
I can't remember
any
the names.
I know. I want to say like... I don't want to say anything that might be offensive. I don't know the terms, but... I like Moana a lot, yeah. I think she did more than these other ones did for people, and I love Belle.
Did she... Oh, we already got...
I actually never told you why Keto was actually a badass.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Oh,
you guys like legit like, oh yeah, Keto. And then like, all right, your guys' turn.
Nobody knows
because
what
we
that
started
is.
talking about Atlantis, and then that's what threw us off. So
yeah.
good.
What did she do?
Tell us about
Now
Keto.
I'm upset. Like, now it's like,
okay.
she's too good for you
All right,
guys.
next.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, really, tell us about her, because I've only seen that movie.
Because nobody knows about her, so please tell us about her.
Yeah.
No, really.
What is this?
Why is she so...
Well, real quick, Squeaks, you were sheltered. You barely found out sour cream, or not? Yeah. So do not bring up.
Hold on. Did you not know about sour cream?
No, it's been like 2-3 years ago.
No, it hasn't.
I never tried it. I never tried it.
And
then I had some talk about I had some talk about. I was like, "What the fuck is this white stuff?" It's like sour cream. Like, oh, this shit's actually really good. And I put sour cream on everything.
Everything.
We're crossing Rapunzel off the list.
You can't. Oh my god. Then Tiana needs to be on that shit. Everything you guys argue about
never
is
mind. Yeah,
Tiana
Tiana
and
is
more.
definitely off the list.
What else have you not tried yet, though? Like, we should go run
He
down
hasn't
through
seen
your diet.
Waterworld.
Oh, come on.
Or
Yeah,
Mad Max.
that's true. Oh
Yeah.
god.
You guys sit down.
No, not the old Mad Max. New one.
Watch Beyond Thunderdome. Watch number 2, Road Warrior.
I will watch that when you all watch Princess and the Frog.
And you could get
I've
like
already seen Princess.
We
bowl
gotta
of sour
start our
cream.
own movie
Eat
night at
that.
some point.
We're working on the spinoff that's about old movies.
No, I mean, just all get together and watch a movie.
I'm down. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll bring Road Warrior. What else about? What else about?
I actually haven't discussed anything.
Get
so,
started.
all right.
You
So
refused
it's pretty much Atlantis. It's about Atlantis and
Is there Atlantis involved?
yes.
Okay.
Was Aquaman.
So
It's about a group that pretty much discovers Atlantis because they
Right.
find out there's gold. There's a certain gold pretty much it's a crystal.
Yeah.
Anyways, they go there to get this crystal to get money. Anyways, Milo, he's one of the main characters also, knows their language, so they have him go with them. And Kita, she's kind of like Moana in a way.
I was just thinking that actually. It's funny.
Yeah. So their culture, like, they don't want strangers. They shun that.
Yeah.
And Kita is the ones like that brings them in and tries to befriend them pretty much to get their town and everybody together.
Yeah.
And then ends up the guys that came in wanted the crystal. So anyways, the old man, her dad ends up getting hurt or whatever because they take the crystal, and she pretty much, the crystal is power, so that crystal can heal people. So she ends up healing people, and she ends up kind of sacrificing herself like her mom did. Because whenever Atlantis is in danger, they could tap into the crystal, but the crystal will absorb them. So towards the end, Atlantis is about to get destroyed by a bunch of lava and stuff because they blew up the volcano. Anyways, she ends up trying to sacrifice herself, tapping into the crystal. The crystal ends up sparing her. So the reason I picked her is just the way she acted. She wanted to protect her city. If you guys all wanted, like,
she's super heroic.
Yes,
right.
she sacrificed herself. She wanted to bring in, like Pocahontas, bring in a different culture. Even though she didn't know them, they're thieves, but she didn't know.
Didn't she also have like a dad that was stuck in his ways or something like that?
Yes, that's why she was trying to bring him in.
Yeah.
So like Pocahontas did, she tried to bring him in, and then doing so, Milo ended up figuring out about the crystal, the power, because they got those little fish motorcycle things.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah,
I forgot about those.
And
I have not seen this movie in a long time, but I think what plagued it is it came kind of like after the Golden Age. Mm-hmm. It was like after Hunchback even. Hunchback was kind of like the downfall.
Yeah, it's kind of
an amazing movie.
It was really good, but it was kind of the downfall. But I'm forgetting how awesome that movie actually was.
It was a good movie.
Man, okay.
And then, like, if you're trying to bring up, like she has Pocahontas style. Like, she's bringing in people, try to get her, like, old ways out of there. And then
literally sacrifices herself. She's dead after that?
No, she ends up, the crystal ends up sparing her life because her mom, before I think when she was first born, the city was in danger again, and her mom was the queen. Yeah. And she ended up tapping into the power, and the crystal actually took her.
So the daughter didn't need to sacrifice herself.
Yeah. For some reason, I forget why, but the crystal ends up sparing her life. Okay. For a split second. So
still A for effort. You know what I'm saying? She was trying.
Yeah. So she was literally about to kill herself just to save the city.
All right. So what we're looking at here. Okay. So this is actually okay. So Rapunzel's out for herself. She's off. She's
I'm just saying, being stuck for 18 years and having to teach yourself everything, you know.
Should have killed yourself by then.
I'm kidding. Yeah, let's. Okay. Anyways, I like Belle a lot, but we're talking about two princesses that were fighting for her people, and Belle just wanted a place to reign.
Belle wasn't a princess at the time.
That's
she was
true.
Belle,
she just wanted a quiet spot.
Belle was just a villager. She wasn't a princess. These women are princesses. She marries and becomes a princess, and if we tell a later story, then maybe she saves the entire kingdom. We don't know that part yet. But until then, she's just a peasant who falls in love with the kind-hearted beast.
No. Wait. The real character, because if the supporting characters weren't there, she would have never fallen in love with Beast. Correct. The supporting characters are the reason why she fell. If I
You think Flana didn't convince Ariel to fall in love with Eric? I don't know. I'm saying.
Could it be Stockholm syndrome?
Yeah, but then you have to rely on the supporting characters. I mean, Belle as a person by herself, we're forgetting, like, I guess the intellect isn't anything in this princesses, but whatever, because he crossed out Rapunzel. But Belle is basically, I don't know, probably the smartest one in the village, and everyone takes her for granted for it.
Yeah,
look at Gaston, and she's like, I don't care about this. It's all about bronze, but it's really like about brains too.
She doesn't let that phase her though. She goes around reading her books just the same. Doesn't give a crap what anybody else is saying, or that they judge her because she reads, and they don't think women should be able to read.
She'd be nothing without her smartness, really.
Well, she would still be like, yeah. I mean, she
would just be if she wasn't reading books and doing whatever. She
does because
I just don't think she's doing as much as the other ones are. You know what I'm saying? I think Kita and Moana are actually saving their entire people.
They were both also born into it. She was a nobody.
But all she does is she falls in love with them.
Neither was Rapunzel.
Her people are trying to kill her, kill Beast, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? If you compare her to Kita and to Moana,
she saves it.
Moana and Kita both do super brave things to save their people.
Yeah, she saves Beast. She saves the prince.
Oh, that's true.
She gains her power. She gains her title by actually falling in love with and saving the prince.
But solely by falling in love. It's not like these two are sacrificing their lives for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And you're
Moana has only heard that you will die.
Born into it, but Kita, she was born into it. But the reason she had to do all that stuff was she was trying to change their ways, like Pocahontas did.
Yeah.
And then it ends up biting her in the butt because she has to technically sacrifice herself to save the city, Atlantis, or it would have been destroyed, and then Ariel would be under there.
So here's my thing. I feel like it's really funny that this has happened, but I think Kita and Moana are basically the same princess, aren't they?
Very similar.
It's very, very similar. I was surprised by that.
Moana didn't.
So which one sells more dolls?
No. Here's my tiebreaker. They both think they're sacrificing their lives for their people.
Yeah.
But Moana fights against a demigod.
True.
And I think that might be what puts it over the edge for Moana.
Yeah, no, but and Kita, they're gods. It's not gods. It's ancient whatever. So
they're old people.
Well, a lot of these arguments you're saying they go against her people, and that's what Moana did.
And
she wanted out there eventually, but they didn't want her to go.
Yeah, but the island was like
she's going to save her people. That's different. When you're talking about somebody who's leaving to better themselves, like Belle did. No, just kidding. Or Rapunzel.
Like
she was fine in that castle.
Moana defied.
Oh my god! I'm done. I'm gonna go.
Well, he's saying Moana defied her father's orders to go save the island.
Yeah.
If she listened to her, but like if she listened to her dad, she would have just stayed there and died with everybody.
Because like literally nothing was growing, not even the coconuts, nothing. There would be no food.
Either we all move, which they're definitely afraid of and don't want to do.
Okay, but we could go with Kita if Kita decided, hey, I'm not gonna kill myself for you fucks. Then guess what? Atlantis is gone. No, not everybody dies. They can still escape, but most of them can escape. So technically,
does she restore those ancients when she does her thing?
What do you mean ancients?
You were saying.
Oh yeah, the golems, they come back
after she does.
Yeah, and then there's these giant golems that ends up putting like a force field around the whole entire land.
That's amazing how close it is to Moana. She ends up bringing back.
I don't remember much of that movie.
Yeah, the lava surrounds them, and then all of a sudden the shield just pretty much makes the lava.
Are you making this story up?
No.
You are just talking about Moana.
I should go watch it.
Yeah.
Guess what? Moana copied from Atlantis. Atlantis didn't do that good, but guess what? It was a great movie. I
didn't know Atlantis was Disney too.
Yeah.
Moana helped. She saved her people, but she also helped Maui. And by helping Maui, she helped him by making him believe in himself again. Because he thought, just because I'm a demigod, I don't know who my parents are, kind of thing.
I think that might be our tiebreaker. Okay, so hear me out. That's why I was asking him if she brought back the ancients, because it's like you're bringing back the demigod. It's kind of that same thing.
I could bring something up too.
Go for it.
I could bring something too. I'm waiting for it.
Milo's grandfather, before the show started, he had mentioned about Atlantis. So the whole story is about Milo going just for his grandpa, and then towards the end, he didn't really started believing that there was no Atlantis. So when this whole thing happened, they ended up sending a crystal. She let Milo send a crystal to the grandpa.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much happy that Atlantis was real this whole time. Because so it brought in faith, all that wasted effort of finding out if Atlantis was real. So it's pretty much the same thing.
Hey, but you know what? Moana did all this while she was in mourning because her grandma literally died right before she went on that boat.
She's the teenage, right? How old is Kita? Kita's 18, 19, 20. Right? Moana's 13, 14.
Guys, we gotta go quick on this.
What you're all doing is explaining Princess Tiana.
She's seen her mom die.
She had to help the prince.
She's seen her mom sacrifice herself she's seen
Sorry,
her
I should have
dad
number 5 at
or the prince, the king. I can't remember if he dies or he just gets really injured or I think he died. I don't know. I'm not gonna say he dies or doesn't.
Right.
But anyways, no matter what, she's seen all that stuff. Yes, her grandma died, but she did see her mom kill herself.
Ooh, that's deep.
And she
Grandma's always
still
died.
sacrificed herself.
Damn.
Just saying.
I gotta go. Damn, you've done a very good argument, Daniel. I'm telling you. I think I gotta go
That was
Moana.
pretty
though.
good.
Because you've seen the movie, that's why.
I've seen both movies, but I've seen Moana way more. I've seen
you
Moana
barely
way
even
more.
remember.
Yeah. And which one sold more tickets? I mean, I think
That means-
America
that means
agrees.
nothing, 'cause every
Moana
year
is
it
I mean,
changes.
if we're gonna bring that, I mean,
All right, let's go to number
Pocahontas
5.
wasn't really a great movie, and Ariel was better. But
All right, what do we got for number 5?
Isn't that number 5?
That was number 4.
Oh my god!
I know it's
We've been
because
debating for a while.
Kita put up a good fight. That was awesome. I was surprised.
All right, so I'll have to go with Jasmine, Princess Jasmine for number 5. Yeah, I also have on here. I'll shout her out is Vanellope Von Schweet from Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah,
She's really awesome, but I just don't know if I have enough about her to.
She even
to-
drives a car, cool.
Princess Vanellope. At the end of the show, they realized
could
that she
teleport.
was the princess.
Okay.
And she could.
she
She
was.
Jack.
She was
Pretty
annoying.
cool.
But yeah, I'll say Princess
She
Jasmine for number
glitches.
5.
All right, Daniel, what's your number 5?
Fuck, I don't even know anymore. Kita?
You gonna go Kita?
I don't know. I guess.
Susan, what do we got?
I'm gonna go with Princess Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Are you even gonna want to hear Tiana or no?
If you're seriously putting Tiana, then
I'm putting Tiana, but there's no point arguing anymore. Because she needs to be number 1.
Tiana. Okay, so we've got one who's trying to find the man that she truly loves instead of just a prince.
Mm-hmm.
We've got one who's trying to save her people, and we've got one who doesn't want to be a frog anymore.
Damn, but she says she's willing to be a frog to stay in love with the prince. She made
And she wants to open up a restaurant.
Okay, she made up.
Franchise
Okay,
McDonald's.
Maui. Maui was cocky as hell. It was like, I don't need anyone. And then Moana helped him out and became a better person, right?
Yeah.
That's what this
That's a
prince
big-
was. This prince was Maui. He was hella rich, hella whatever. He's cocky and stuff. And then that cockiness turned him into a frog. And then she helped him become like a hardworking, better person overall.
So
There
she
you go.
did affect him.
She
Made
didn't
him
give a
feel
crap
loved.
about him at all. Didn't need him at all. Was doing her own dream on her own. And then happened to fall in love, but made this imperfect person someone. They helped each other out in a way.
Yeah.
So
Kita fell in love with Milo. But guess what? It was the
Take
number
cells.
4. It was the number 4, so.
Okay. Any defense for Jasmine?
Jasmine, I mean, just like what I said earlier, like she wasn't just gonna marry the first prince that walked through the door.
Yeah.
She wasn't gonna follow the ruler of the kingdom's law, command. Yeah, I'm gonna marry who I love, not who
She
you
didn't
tell
willingly
me.
turn over the kingdom to
No.
the rich and powerful Jafar, who, at least in the movie, was portrayed as evil.
Yeah.
That would have possibly
At least in the
destroyed
movie.
the kingdom. Huh?
Well, you said at least in the movie. Was
Yeah,
it?
'cause there's
where else is
other-
it?
A light in the book.
The
Yeah.
book? Oh well.
Yeah. Me and Frankie have talked about that last
Yeah,
time.
because it's a fair argument that Jafar would probably be a better leader than the Sultan who wanted to play with his toys and fly kites.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of ignorant, selfish. But
The kite things from the book.
Sorry, later.
So, and then Jafar actually just, who knows
Yeah.
who
So she chose not to just give up and marry whoever she was told. She was told she decided not to give in and marry Jafar specifically, who put more pressure on himself. But she also helped Aladdin defeat Jafar and regain the control of the kingdom.
I think more Genie helped, not Jasmine.
And without Genie, they would. I
Ooh.
think Genie,
Genie did a lot of work. Yeah. no
No,
doubt.
he did
All
at
the work.
least most of it, and then it was Aladdin.
Okay.
She
But-
really
if you
didn't
have-
do anything.
If you have a magical genie, then yeah.
All honesty, she didn't
I
do
would
shit.
I would have him do majority of the legwork too.
At the beginning of the movie, though, when the movie was starting, the genie specifically said, "I can't make her fall in love with you.
Yeah,
You
but-
have to do
Genuine
that
love.
yourself.
Yeah.
There's no magic, there's no power
Yeah,
for me to put on, Princess Jasmine so you can become a prince. He can't do that. So Aladdin had to put in the effort. Yeah, genie helped, but
Genie helped though.
He
Genie
helped,
helped.
but
He
Yeah, but
didn't
now
use
we're
a
getting away
wish.
from now we're
Yeah.
talking about everyone else.
So
but
she
Jasmine.
genuinely
Yeah.
fell in love with him. But.
Genie's the one that helped him get his foot in the door, because if he didn't bring up the whole Prince Ali thing, it would have never happened.
Iago
Would have
did it
never
all.
happened.
Iago did it.
All right, guys.
But she
go.
didn't like that version of Aladdin either. She didn't like Prince Ali.
Sure.
She threw a big fit.
It
when
got
she
his
found
foot in
out
the door,
that-
though. Otherwise, he would have been.
But
a
she
street
liked
rat
the
the
street rat that she found.
She thought the
That
street
would
rat was
never
dead because of
happen.
Jafar.
Because
But
he
hey,
would have
I
never
didn't-
had
that
the
was just
carpet
jokes.
and took her on a magical journey around the castle.
But
That's
he was
what.
a fake.
That's what
He was a
just
fake.
got her wet right there. Boom.
You would be screwing me on the first night if you took me on a magic carpet ride. You'd be tapping this ass right now.
If you clicked on this because you're a 7-year-old that really likes Disney princesses, I am sorry.
Mature rating. Earlier.
Yeah. Oh, I've tried to keep away from the mature rating. It narrows us down a lot. All right. I have to go just based fully on the arguments. I love Jasmine, but I have to go off the arguments, Kita. I mean, she's literally a better princess to her people than Jasmine was.
That is a good idea.
True.
She does sacrifice her life. Jasmine didn't sacrifice
No.
nothing.
Yeah.
Not much.
Cool pet, though. I like that tiger.
We'll put pets against each other pretty soon.
I'm putting that in.
Throw a dagger on the ground and see which one survives. No, I'm just kidding. But,
Why? What happened to you where you just want death matches all the time?
we're pitting people against each other to narrow down to a top 5. So I think death match
And
is
you're
the
just
best way.
like, throw out a shiv, see who walks up.
I mean, Abu does have opposable thumbs, so
That's why you like Joker so much, because that.
Yeah, yep. Pool stick.
All right, so I'm going to review our top 5. Number 5, The Surprise, Kita. Number 4, Moana. 3, Mulan. 2, Ariel. Number 1, Pocahontas.
Woohoo.
From some honorable mentions, we'll throw out there Jasmine. I'll throw Tiana in there for you.
Y'all need to go and watch it.
You fought really hard though.
Yeah.
There's Elsa.
And Elsa,
Put her
She-
kingdom in danger.
Destroyed her kingdom.
she really did.
Came back.
And
She was-
the real
she-
princess in that is Anna,
Yeah.
not Elsa.
Yeah.
True.
Elsa didn't
And-
know how to control her power.
Okay, if we're doing that, I hate Anna because she finds this dude she likes for like a day, then says, I gotta go chase my sister. Can you take care of this kingdom that's in peril right now? Bye!
But
And then leaves.
saves her kingdom at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like Ariel. I signed a
She-
contract, but then it's like,
no.
oh fuck, let me fix it.
I think she's
It
possible.
did.
I think those two are possibly, even as together, if you're combining both their points, possibly the worst princesses in all of Disney.
Also to mention, when Elsa comes back after unfrosting everything, all the crops that entire kingdom owns have already been frozen, so their entire generation's not going to
They're
have
an
food for a while.
oceanside kingdom. They're a fishing society.
Nah.
That's a frozen water.
Yeah.
No, but
She's making it worse by
it. Towards the end,
frozen.
most of the snow is already gone, and there's things growing. So
I don't know. I think we got a good list here, though, guys. I think we got a solid top
Yeah.
5.
Everything.
Anything else you guys want to shout out real quick?
No.
We're on Spotify now. Spotify finally opened up. So what it was is Spotify like allowed podcasts, and then they got overwhelmed, so they had to stop accepting new ones. So they finally opened up again. We got in there.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're on Spotify.
Check this out, Spotify.
If you're wanting to listen to us on that instead, we have the Twitter contest where you retweet for Portals 2. We're going to be dropping that soon. And we have a couple of spin-offs coming out. If you guys want to tweet to us, that's our main thing. We also have Facebook and whatnot, but tweet to us is the best one. Your top 5 Disney princess, if you really want to fight for Jasmine or Tiana, if you're a huge Tiana fan, get in. I'm pretty sure I'll be getting something from Squeaks.
Also, if you haven't seen the Wreck-It Ralph 2 teaser that has all the Disney princesses,
The Wreck-It
in it,
Ralph
that's
2,
really
we
cool.
should have just used that as our template for it, because sometimes you guys are mentioning the princesses, and I'm like, it's not the Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Which is not like the library. But anyways, thank you guys very much for
Where can
joining
they find
us.
us on Twitter?
Oh, yeah, well, it's going to be at the end of this recording that we've said that like 4 times.
Oh yeah. I
Yes.
didn't know that. I like to hear it though.
I really wish you would listen to our damn podcast.
Wait, we get it live. We don't need to listen to it afterwards.
You know how many times I listen to this podcast because I'm editing? I know people are like, you guys edit this, but trust me, we're editing this. You know how many times I listen to this podcast?
You missed a lot, dude.
I've been at Disneyland. Okay,
There's so many peaks in this thing. They like hate us.
Nice.
But anyways, thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Welcome to the Top 5. This is a podcast where a group of friends discuss our top 5 favorites and different topics, including movies, television, video games, and comic books. Hope you enjoy the show.